What's up, my YouTube people? Sorry, I was running a little late today, but that's okay. We always get it party started. Deep in the back of your mind, thoughts of another kind. It's the rhythm. Oh, and as we were talking about Amphibia, this is actually his first album, Waltz of a Ghetto Fly, which is fucking super dope. It's like one of my favorites. Really? That's what's up. Hi, Lee. What's up, Mr. Hernandez? Thank you. I appreciate it for you guys tuning in. Everybody, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, y'all know how we do. And for those that don't, I need to know what y'all drinking, because we drinking, is it That Shit's Hard? That Shit's Hard. That's what the name of the drink is today. That Shit's Hard. Birthday shout outs. This is not too loud. Do it sound too loud? Maybe because it's in my ear. I don't know. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Birthday shouts out today. Birthday shouts I'll go out first to my sister-in-law and in love, Miss Kimberly and Bradley. Happy birthday, Kim. Happy birthday to my nephew, Milk Maine. Happy birthday, Maurice, to Letitia Harris. We were having a debate over your name, Tish, but it's Tish to me. So happy birthday, Letitia Harris, Jen Tinley, Christopher Coleman, and Taja Best. Happy birthday, little cousin, and Sharon daughter, Shadra. Shadra Barcliffe turned 21 today. She is officially grown. Can you believe that? That should happen like that. Anyway, happy birthday, Shadra, for turning 21. Welcome to adulthood. Belated birthdays go out to Joanna Haynes. Happy birthday, Joanna. Kevin Ty Sr. Happy birthday. Alyssa Algier. Alyssa Princess. Happy birthday, Princess. Paul Jackman. Matthias St. John. William Ford Sr. Lil Will, you grew up on me. Happy birthday. My cousins, Kanisha Jackson and Roy Major. Happy belated birthday. They Halloween babies. Woo. My boy Willie Lenars, Carla Baby, Kelsey Hawkins, my boy Seven Trey, Tyrone, happy birthday. And last but not least, Brett, happy belated birthday. Whew, that would seem like a lot, didn't it? Listen, it's a lot of September people. I love it. I mean, Scorpio people. It's Scorpio season. We in season right now. I just happen to know a lot of them. What's up, Gigi? I see you, baby. You play me. Now we got birthday wishes out the way. Let's see what's on my list today. Okay, the first thing has to be on my list. Just yesterday, actually, down in Dallas, on the grassy knoll where JFK was assassinated. What was that? 68, 67, whatever that year was. There were a group of QAnon supporters, ralliers. And I cannot make this up. You guys can look it up for yourself. They were waiting for the second coming of John. Meaning John Kennedy Jr. They said he was going to come back. He was going to claim to be, he was going to get on the campaign to be Trump's running mate, and it was going to be Trump Kennedy 2024. It was a lot of people out there. It was at least hundreds. I'm gonna say hundreds of people out there waiting for this to happen at the exact time that the first shot rang out that killed his father. These people really, honestly, truly believe this shit, and they showed up in fucking droves. That's all I'm saying. What the fuck? Like. Listen again. I can't. I gotta figure. I got a mirror. It's a long process, but I'm working on that. But listen, if you seen the video, you would just be sitting there, and they got this chant. That's instead of saying what the chant is, which is "fuck Joe Biden," they turned it into a euphemism, and they say "Let's go Brandon." So whenever you hear them chanting "Let's go Brandon," they're really saying "fuck Joe Biden." Yeah, see. Yeah. They're saying fuck. That's their euphemism for fuck Joe Biden. Isn't that amazing? Listen, I was in shock. I was sitting there watching that shit like this is really going on right now in the United States of America in 2021. Finna be 22. What the fuck?
The motherfucker standing in front of the Woodhaven police station, Confederate flag, with a motherfucking sign that said "Black lives don't matter."
Are you serious?
And I thought I was recording. Remember, I said I'm gonna record this shit. I thought I was recording. I didn't get it.
And you said this was in Woodhaven, in front of the police station.
Police station and all that. He was one single guy. He had a mask on with none but his eyes and mouth showing. And they had a motherfucking Confederate flag on a stick, a 2x4 stick, and a motherfucking sign. He had a big ass sign from here.
There was his whole body sign. Y'all, I hope y'all can hear this shit.
Black lives don't matter. That's exactly what it read.
Wow.
Yesterday.
Wow.
This was yesterday.
I think something be wrong with my comments because I don't see it.
That was too vote day.
That was yesterday. Yeah, because I voted yesterday. What's up, Mr. Sumter? I see you. Yeah, that was yesterday.
He was on the phone. I said,
that's crazy. Right here in fucking Michigan. In Woodhaven. I can't fucking believe that. So, Pfizer, the FDA and the CDC has approved Pfizer's BioNTech vaccine for kids 5 to 11. It is approved. Your kids can start getting vaccinated as soon as tomorrow. You say what? Okay, before I ask anybody else's opinion, I'm going to give mine. As children, when we were growing up, we all got vaccinated. Everybody got vaccinated. You went to the doctor, you got whatever shot the doctors prescribed for you every year to go to school. It was a mandated thing. It happened, and there was no big deal about it. I don't see any difference in that and this and that to me. Now, I think my personal opinion, I think people's problem with the vaccine is that it came about so fast. But people also have to realize that medicine has advanced tremendously in the last 20, 30 years. So shit moves faster.
That's a hope. They've been working on this vaccine for a long time.
Gigi says not a chance.
It's just made that way because Trump has said they waited till I got out of office to let it come out. They have been working on this vaccine for this shit for a long time.
Joel says need vaccines for school and travel. Exactly. So it's no different to me. I think because a lot of it's happened for us in our adulthoods and we have a choice. Everybody's like, well, I'm not putting that in my body. I'm not putting that in my body. You put a lot of shit in your body that you don't know what the hell you're putting in your body.
That's the problem in itself.
Agree. But if it's something that possibly, even potentially can be medically beneficial to you, why not?
Has it actually been proven to be beneficial?
According to the CDC and the FDA, yes. I mean, but that's the thing that we really that's who we use to measure everything. Say that again.
If you was trying to sell something to the masses, would you put anything negative against it?
No, of course not. But even without them putting anything negative out, we know everything has side effects. You know what I'm saying? That's in everything. Even if you buy a brand new car, you know that bitch gonna break down. So that's the risk. That's the life we live.
He said y'all won't get vaccinated because you say you don't know what's in it, but you go and take the motherfucking blue pills and you don't know what's in it.
Well,
hello.
The whole problem is you don't take the time to do the research.
To do the research. Well, yeah.
But a lot of people have. At this day and age, see when we were young,
as people say, Google it.
We didn't have that back then. You know what I mean? So now they researching it and they finding out that the virus is in the vaccine. And
so Joel says they definitely have been working on the Moderna vector for delivery for many years. And he was agreeing with you, like you just said about the blue pill. He's just like, that's just like people with tattoos. You don't know what's in tattoo ink, but it's in you, it's on you. And you do it without question. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You just do it.
But I mean, what I'm saying is,
I know, I get exactly what you're saying.
you don't do the research, that's on you.
Right.
Whether if you do the research and you figured out that this is work better for you, that's cool too.
Gigi says we haven't seen this many people sick from vaccines either. I was beyond sick on the first. And see, I myself wasn't. I did not get sick either time. I might have had an ache in my arm the first time, but that was pretty much it. I didn't get, and I can't, and considering the only vaccine I've had since a child is like a flu shot, I can't say if I ever got sick from a vaccine because I don't remember when I was younger getting vaccinated if I was sick or not.
When they said that if you got sick or you had some kind of side effect, that was your body adjusting to that was your
Tisha, happy birthday, Tish. Again, Tish says all vaccines have a strand of the disease in it. But that was the one thing that the FDA and the CDC assured us on this vaccine that there wasn't. Now, and it could be a lie. And it could be a lie.
If you get symptoms from a flu and a cold after this vaccine, you might not have all the symptoms from COVID. But if you got 2 or 3 that make you feel like you got a cold, you're sick.
But don't we all kind of get sick every year during wintertime anyway? Everybody ends up with some sniffles, some cough, some.
Well, what about the people who took the vaccine in the summertime and had those symptoms?
Oh, I can't attest to that.
Yeah.
I mean, again, every coin's got 2 sides to it.
No doubt.
So.
And everybody's body is different.
Right.
You have to do what's best. What you think is best
for you. I agree. If I had children of that age from 5 to 11, would I get my children vaccinated? Yes, I would. I would.
I ain't doing that.
I would.
Not with that.
I'm
too
scared.
soon.
I'm scared of.
But again, but see, we all a lot of people keep saying it's too soon. But medicine, yeah, but that's what any vaccine you get, there's a possibility that you can catch. Nothing is 100% effective. Do you see?
That shit is not even. You can still catch COVID and be vaccinated.
Exactly.
Fully vaccinated.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: if you can still catch, let me ask you this: what all the symptoms that you can get from catching COVID? If you only catch 2 symptoms after you vaccinated, and it don't even seem like you vaccinated, but you're walking around with COVID, are you more dangerous to passing it along than the person who caught it outright in the wild?
But that's the same reason why they're talking about herd immunity. The more people get vaccinated, you're probably gonna get it. You've probably had it.
There you go.
You're probably gonna get it, and you probably had it. But
they didn't know it was out.
But vaccinating yourself makes you less prone to catch it again, or less likely to die if you catch it again. Same thing with the flu. Wait, hold on. Gigi says it's even recommended to not go to work the next day because you're expected to be sick. They won't even let us leave the area after being vaccinated for at least 15 minutes. That's not normal. Well, yeah, because those 15 minutes, they need to see how your body's going to react. Because some people have allergic reactions. Some people have allergic reactions, though. It's for your safety. It's not for them. It's for your safety.
Your lab
We're lab rats anyway.
They don't know what it's going to do to you. So
no, they don't. But that has nothing to do with the vaccine. That has to do with your body and how your body chemistry is going to react. That's why that 15-minute period is there. Joel says, I did not get sick with Johnson & Johnson, but my booster of Moderna, I definitely felt a bit fatigued. Now, Joel, I have to disagree with you on that, though. That's the one thing I'm not doing. It's time for my booster as well. I plan on getting the same booster shot that I with from the traditional shot I got, which was Moderna, Pfizer, or whatever. Whichever one of the motherfuckers on my car, it is Pfizer. I plan on getting a Pfizer booster shot. And I'm not. Even though they say you can, the CDC and the FDA says it's okay to switch, but I'm not changing.
That's what a lot of people saying. They're not going to change.
They don't even do that with any other vaccine. Gigi, you saying they don't do that with any other vaccine. What other vaccine besides the flu vaccine, which has kind of been around forever, have you had to have pre-COVID? That's the thing when everybody say, well, other vaccines. What other disease have you been vaccinated for besides the flu pre-COVID? Somebody answer one for me. Since we were kids, that's what I'm saying. We got mumps, polio, chickenpox, all that. We got all that when we were kids. So I'm saying.
But if you grown, if you go to
got
Yeah, you have
vaccinated and I
to
still
get
caught the
Yeah,
motherfucker.
okay, so that's what I'm saying.
I still caught the shit.
Listen, I was vaccinated. Me too. I caught the chickenpox
And-
twice. Once
and
as a kid and once as a fucking
I had all
adult.
of that.
Something they said you can't do.
The difference is now you have.
Joel says, yes, they do. The hepatitis vaccines, they make you wait. I think with any vaccines, like I said, I haven't had one besides the fucking flu pre-COVID to say that whether they make you sit and wait. But I'm sure they do because some people be allergic to vaccines and can have them. So they need medical. They need to make sure you're under supervision care for at least the first 20 minutes to make sure you don't fucking die. So it makes sense.
Man,
But like, okay, Joel says hepatitis, chickenpox, polio, yellow fever. When last time you heard of somebody having yellow fever? You don't. You know why? Because everybody got fucking vaccinated.
vaccines don't prevent nothing.
They still have it, but it's not
And maybe
out
those
there like
vaccines
you
did.
know what I mean?
You gotta look at it. Them shots you got
When you were a kid, right? So our bodies, right?
Your immune
That-
system is a lot
Another reason why I would vaccinate my child. Because that's why our immune systems are strong now because we got vaccinated as children. It is. I mean, that's my belief. I can't say it's true, but that's my belief. Oh yeah, all listen. All these opinions are subjugated to only me. This is how I feel. Ain't nobody got to agree.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got to agree, but they might.
I mean, it is what it is. I just think that people need to be. If you can take a vaccine as an adult, and you can hear about the drawbacks from it, but when it comes to putting this stuff into your kids, you have to be more careful than you were with yourself.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
I hear you loud and clear, but shit, I got vaccinated every year as a kid. It was. You gotta trust somebody sometimes. Shit.
I know. I'm just saying. And they can use crime.
Oh yeah,
They
well,
gave you a fucking sugar cube.
the TB thing with all the little everybody used to have a mark. I can't even find my mark anymore. Yeah, that's true. We talking about kids, but you just gotta be. You gotta think about it.
We have the choice.
Okay, moving on, because again, this vaccine is gonna always be a debate.
got a lot of young.
Yeah.
Different.
Wait, on a lighter note, which I find lighter because I think it's fucking absurd. Of course, we know Halloween just recently passed, and they just released another Halloween movie, Halloween Kills. And the fucking again. Me being a member, and I always have to say this, of the LGBT LMNOPQ community, me being a member, the LGBT community is in outrage because apparently, I haven't seen the movie. Apparently in Halloween Kills, Jason kills a gay couple that has moved into his childhood home. And the LGBT community is fucking outraged. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, do we want to be included or do we not want to be included? Because to me, that's inclusion. Like Jason's always killed people getting freaky. He killed Michael. I'm sorry, we talking about Michael, not Jason. Michael kills everybody. Like it doesn't matter whether they're gay, straight, black, white. He don't give a fuck. But because this couple happened to be a gay couple, the LGBT community is in a fucking outrage, and I'm sick of it. It's like,
I'm tired of them too.
like okay, we included y'all. We showed y'all being normal, living the life of a gay couple, and they got murdered by a serial killer in a movie. Wow.
Everybody else.
Like everybody else.
got
Like sit the fuck down. Wait, I'm sorry. That shit irritates me. It's like
They're doing too much now.
Joe says your co-host is correct. However, your kids will go around their grandparents who are more susceptible and who are more likely to have an adverse reaction to COVID. He also says the LGBT community is too damn sensitive. That is definitely inclusive. Exactly. It's like get the fuck over yourself. It's like first, we need to be represented. Okay, we represented y'all in a horror movie, in a killer movie. Y'all got killed. Congratulations. It's Halloween.
Right.
Every fucking body died.
Black people die first.
Right.
Commercial.
Oh, speaking of commercials, Tone sent me the commercial he kept telling me about that I had never seen. There's a Trojan commercial with a gay couple in the woods. And listen, I actually have mixed reactions about this commercial. Again, as a member of the LGBTQ community, I think it's too much. I think you're exposing to it's too much. I get it. You want inclusion. I get it, but it's too much.
It comes out really.
They make it seem like an agenda. It's like no. I'm just saying that I get it. I'm glad. No, they don't say Joe. They don't say in the woods, but they're in the woods. It's a camping trip. The commercial is two dudes making out in a tent on a camping trip, and one of them howls silhouettes in the moon like a wolf, and then they cut the Trojan condoms. It was jarring even for me as a commercial. GD says, so the LGBT community would rather have seen him kill some niggas, huh? Right. It's okay to kill black people, just don't kill gay people. Like fuck that. Y'all in the movie, y'all include.
What if they was black gay people?
Well, you know what? The black people
Would they
probably
be
got
outraged
killed first
then?
anyway.
Again, I haven't seen Halloween Kills, so I can't contest who gets killed first. I just thought that was true.
Because everybody dies in these movies.
Oh no, Joe, no. The commercial takes place in the woods. Yeah, not Palmer Woods.
They're not the first ones to get killed in the movie, though.
Yeah,
Like,
see, he's
they're
seen
down
it.
the line.
Yeah, I just I didn't see
They
it.
moved in his house.
I gotta be a little bit.
You know what I mean? Whenever
Not a
they
whole
get
lot.
killed, what's the difference, man? Jason, Freddy, Cooper.
Who cares?
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies in a horror movie. It's a horror movie,
Yeah,
including the gays.
They might bring you back next movie.
They were literally calling Michael Myers a homophobe. This is a fucking entity. It's not even a person anymore. How can he
He
defend?
ain't the homophobe. He didn't even write it. He just
Right. It's working. It's a job for him.
They are labeling Michael Myers the serial killer, the fictional serial killer, a homophobe.
Look, 50% of the time it probably was a homosexual quoted.
Maurice Mofam says it was a great movie. I haven't seen it. I'll probably try to watch it tonight, but I haven't seen it. Listen.
That might not even be the same Michael Myers as
all
the
that
80s.
shit. No,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
dead, ain't it?
Don't
So
nobody
real
even know
Michael
who
Myers
he
ain't
is.
dead.
Sure don't.
So
No,
they're taking
Mike-
it
no,
over.
Michael-
he not,
Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, and fucking Freddy Krueger never die. They're
No,
gonna
I'm talking
live
about
forever.
the actual people. They play the actual actor.
The actor? Oh, I don't know about the
That's
actor.
what I'm saying. He might not even be the same actor.
Oh hell no! Of course he not. You know how many people probably done put on. Right. They're right. That's what I said. They're attacking the fictional character Michael Myers, not the actor that's playing him. The character himself, the undead serial killer that shows up every fucking Halloween. They're labeling him a homophobe. I'm just saying.
They banging on everybody. You can't drop nothing. They banging
On
on
everybody. Okay, so
They set
same scenario, different subgroup. There was just how again everybody know Halloween just passed. There was a senator, not a senator, congressman, something, a politician. I hate I didn't write his name down because he was white, so I didn't think it was that his name was even relevant or important. But anyway, he got suspended from work because he dressed up as Randy Watson from Coming to America, complete with blackface and everything.
He's a white guy.
But he's a white guy.
But he
It was a story about a
too
white
much
guy.
sensitivity.
The white guy.
And I'm bringing I brought this up because for me, again, my own personal opinions. I don't give a fuck.
Right. That's too much sensitivity.
I don't give a fuck.
I can't.
It was his Halloween costume. Am I offended? No. Is it right? No. But he don't have to answer to me.
But that don't even mean he president.
Right. He was just portraying a character. And listen, and in his own defense, he brought up the fact, which is true, that in the exact same movie, Eddie Murphy dressed up in whiteface and nobody said a word. He played a Jewish dude, 6-7 people, and 2 of them was white.
And Vampire from Brooklyn, he did the same thing.
Yeah, and nobody says. Michael Jackson did it in his Ghost video. He played an overweight white man. Shut up. He literally dressed up in whiteface. And not saying that I think blackface is right. Yeah, he's in one of his short films called Ghost.
He didn't work the streets.
Who?
Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, he was at his own funeral in whiteface, but I didn't want to get into that.
There you go.
Don't get me
That same
started.
character in Ghost was actually Spirit.
Stop. Don't because they're gonna think I'm got you buying into my conspiracies. Listen, But anyway, I'm
was
just
Elvis
saying.
at his own funeral?
Who?
Elvis.
No,
His
Elvis.
funeral was
Listen,
way
Elvis
around.
is dead.
Shit,
Elvis is not
everybody.
dead.
Elvis has left the building.
Oh,
Okay.
he has
They
not.
showed you how.
What's up, Red?
Elvis is
I see you,
living.
cuz.
He in Vegas.
Elvis is dead.
Everywhere, on every corner.
In all
Again.
colors.
Again, Halloween. Oh no, I'm before I go back to that, I'm gonna keep on the too sensitive shit.
I can't remember what state. It's a white man sued for wrongful dismissal. And he said he got fired because he was white. And the people who got his job was a black woman and a white woman. But he wanted like $10 million. I think it was North Carolina, Virginia, somewhere. I forgot the lawsuit.
Listen, that's white privilege right there. That's white privilege. Michael Jackson did it in real life. Here's a different convo. That's a different convo. See, you said the same shit Tone said. Shut the fuck up. She said we're not gonna talk about Mike because I can get very defensive about Michael Jackson and his vitiligo. But back to the sensitivity shit that we was just talking about. There's a NASCAR racer, Kyle Busch of the famous, the Anheuser-Busch family, but he's a race car driver. Anyway, he got suspended and is facing and has to go to sensitivity training for calling another driver that rear-ended him and drove on the back of him a retard, like saying he was driving like a fucking retard. And they said that's insensitive and you can't use the retard word and blah, blah, blah. Listen, I got a coworker. I love you, Annette. I love you to death. But that's one of my favorite words. I use it all the time. Like, I work with fucking retards. I do. I work with fucking retards. She's like, you can't use that word. That's so insensitive. It's like, to who? Ain't no retards here. If you're offended by it, you're probably a fucking retard. I'm sorry. Listen, no, you can't say retard. No, you're not allowed. No.
Because even when I was
somebody, they was the smartest person in the room with Down syndrome.
You cannot say retard.
The smartest person in the class.
I mean, I get down far in your.
you can't even let that word come out your mouth.
I understand.
They're offended by it.
Yeah,
I'm talking about that every day. This motherfucker crashes back at me. I'm like, you fucking retard.
No.
And because you're a NASCAR driver and your car is hooked up and there's microphones and all that shit, now you got to take sensitivity training and probably can't compete in the next race because you called a retard a fucking retard.
That's
With
right.
the Tigers.
Because you called a retard this retard is driving on the fucking back of my car.
With the Tigers or
The
no?
fuck are you retarded?
You gotta know-
I'm sorry.
you gotta understand this. When you have retarded
The Tigers announcer.
No, but see, I have never called a disabled person retarded. I swear my right-handed guy. I personally have never called a disabled person retarded.
No.
Not even in joking. Seriously. I've never called a disabled person retarded.
I have seen people driving crazy with handicapped plates, and I said that.
Oh yeah, that might not be in their car. Oh, but
Handicapped
that's
and
bad. That's funny. Stop.
I
Don't
ain't
do that.
never called a disabled person.
I've never called a disabled person retarded. Every person I've ever called retarded has always been an able-bodied motherfucker. Acting retarded. I've never, but see, I don't call them. I don't consider. I've never used that word to describe a disabled person.
I don't need love.
They'd be like, he a little slow. I might even say he a little slow, but I ain't gonna say he retarded. A retarded motherfucker is that motherfucker that's on your ass the whole while you going to work on the freeway and he riding your motherfucking bumper. That's a retarded motherfucker. Yeah. That motherfucker that's in front of you in the line and know you waiting and he just taking this slow shoot like you retarded motherfucker. Those are retarded motherfuckers. But yeah, I was like, really? Like, yeah, like sensitive. This culture now, this cancel culture, they don't want to call it that no more, but that's the fuck y'all are. Oh my God.
Hey, y'all see a lot of Republicans won some of these governors.
Oh, Governor Gatubio racist. Right. Hell yeah. A lot of these blue states have changed. We ain't paying attention. I did too, cuz speaking of elections.
They didn't change to what? Red?
To red, yeah.
Oh yeah, they didn't change to red. Oh, they going to wipe the
because of Joe Biden.
Oh yeah.
They going to wipe the
yeah. But what's your alternative?
We got the Democrats in the
What's
office
your motherfucking alternative?
While you got control of all three of them, bullshitting around not doing shit.
Well,
You need to pass all your fucking agendas because they coming back.
Oh yeah.
They coming
politics.
back.
Politics.
It's politics.
It's
but
enabled.
still, you got these
Yes, or
motherfuckers
with
in
bright
here,
lights.
You got a chance to do something. Do it.
Kevin says retarded is a made up word. It's called retardation. The official word is retardation. See? Now I need you to expound on that. I need you to look up the definition of retardation. Because retard might not be a word.
Retard is a word.
Well, look at man, you gotta Google
It's a root word. It's
of retardation.
the root word.
I'm about to look that shit up. See now, you see how eye to eye on time.
Yeah.
No, that's red.
Oh, red. Oh, shit. He's smoking that weed.
Retardation.
Talking about the
The
retard.
action of delaying or slowing the progress or development of something.
Say that again, voice.
The goals of treatment include retardation of disease progression, the action of or delaying or slowing the progress of development of something.
The action and or delaying. Oh, the slowing the progress of something. It doesn't say of someone. It says of something.
Now, retard, delay or hold back in terms of progress, development, or accomplishment.
Well, if there's
So
a
that
definition,
doesn't
there's a
necessarily
word.
mean that it's a physical or mental disability. It means if we both work the same job and I'm moving faster than you, you're a fucking retard. That's what that means. Oh my God, I'm so writing that down. I need that on the shirt.
But
I need that on the shirt.
the word retard do exist.
It does.
Oh yeah, the word retard. I'm not disputing that, and he probably bullshit.
But people don't know what it means. Really.
But
Oh, they just said
No,
it.
they don't know what retard means.
wait, Joel got the whole thing on here. I love it. He says verb, delay or hold back in terms of progress, development, or accomplishment. Our progress was retarded by unforeseen difficulties.
Now, let me ask you something.
Wait. It's a verb. I want to finish. Unforeseen difficulties. Synonyms: delay, slow down, slow up, hold back, set back, kept back, hold up. Now as a noun, it's offensive. A person who has an intellectual disability, often used as a general term of abuse. As a noun. As a verb, however, as a noun, it's offensive.
Now, let me ask you this.
As a verb, it's not.
Let me ask you this. If that guy's riding your bumper because you're going too slow, is he retarded or are you retarded?
You probably the fucking retard. He
But
probably
if
driving.
you are doing the speed limit, and that person is
It ain't
still
my
driving.
fault your ass is
You are the retard.
Thank you, Joel. I appreciate
It
that.
ain't my fault you in the motherfucker rush.
Right.
I left out
Right.
on time.
I'm just playing
Leave out on
devil's
time,
That's my
motherfucker.
job.
Listen, Lewis Smith.
Slowing his progress down.
Lewis Smith says trees in public spaces are often retarded to keep them smaller longer.
Is that what?
Again, use it. You heard? Listen. He says trees in public spaces are often retarded to keep them smaller longer, meaning they're often held back, kept down, or delayed to keep them smaller longer. A tree.
How the fuck you held back to delay a tree?
You.
Oh,
I'm sure you
I
can.
know, like,
I'm sure you
Yeah.
can.
Because I'm delaying my tree. You can't.
I'm sure you can.
I get that, but I'm like out in the open.
Yeah. I'm sure that's possible.
I can understand how you could do it.
I'm sure there's a whole couture
You know what I mean?
that can tell you how to retard a tree.
Hey, nigga, I need to figure out how to retard a tree in front of my house.
No, that tree in front of your house is 40, 50,
But
60
see,
fucking
you
years
messed
old.
up by
You
not
can't.
doing
He said
that.
to keep a tree.
I
He said to
cut
keep.
it
You
off.
can't do shit with that tree, but cut it down.
I done
He's
cut it
saying
off.
younger trees. He's saying younger trees. You
Okay.
can
If
slow.
cut on
You
it
can
every year,
retard
go
a
back.
younger tree. He said keep them smaller longer.
That's
Smaller.
right.
I get it.
Not that big ass oak tree that's in front of your motherfucking house.
That's just me cutting off. That's what
No,
I
I done cut a whole lot of
Robert Harris says that person driving slow or slow in front of you or behind you is not retarded. It's road rage. That's the shit when you got that helmet on your head and you're on the yellow bus. Now see, Robert, it's motherfuckers that make comments like that puts the derogatory term on retarded. He just said That's the shit when you on that when you got that helmet on and when you got the helmet on your head and you're on the yellow bus.
Oh, see.
That is, bro. But as young as kids, we probably did. So that term where I just said I probably never called a disabled person retarded. I have to take that a disabled that I never said no. That I said I never called a disabled person retarded. I probably have to take that back because when I was younger, there was short bus kids that had helmets on that we probably called retarded. I'm not gonna lie about that.
I didn't do that. I would do my ass.
But we was in school. One no grown ups around. I'm sorry for those horticulturists. Thank you. I knew there's a word for the shit I was trying to say. Horticulturist, a tree doctor. Horticulturist, a tree doctor that can retard a tree.
Yeah.
What about the ones that retard human beings?
We're not using that as human beings. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We retarded when we get drunk and say things we don't mean. That's just drunk.
You said what?
He said we retarded when we get drunk and say things we don't mean. No, that's just drunk. That's just drunk. So look, anyway, of course, Halloween just passed. We all know that. This incident happened in Tokyo, Japan, and it's fucking real. So this 24-year-old dude gets on a fucking train, a commuter train, dressed as the Joker, and proceeds to stab 17 people and set the train on fire. And said, "Oh, I just wanted to kill people."
They deserve
He said, "Oh, I just want to kill people."
If 17
It was Halloween. This 24-year-old guy in Japan, got on a commuter train with a knife. It's Halloween. Everybody thought he was just dressed up as a Joker. It was a prank. It was Halloween. No, nigga. But what I'm saying is, when this guy gets up, you see this guy dressed as a Joker getting on it's Halloween, so you're not thinking much of it. This motherfucker has his knife, and then he proceeds to stab people. They say he stabbed 17 people. He didn't kill anybody. And they did arrest him, but he stabbed 17 people and he set the train on fire. Wow. And when they asked him why he did it, he said he just wanted to kill people.
That's a lot of people to get to without anybody.
That's a lot of people to get to with a knife, and it's 17 motherfuckers.
No, nigga, shit.
Because you go scream when that knife.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joel. The cocktail tonight is called That Shit Hard. And it has vodka, rum, cran apple, cherry juice,
it's 100 or something else on that.
And apple mango.
I'll be like, listen.
It's called That Shit Hard.
That's 100.
We're going down either way.
It's good. Let me tell you something. If it's one motherfucker better not stab more than two of us in this bitch. You see what I'm saying? One motherfucker with one knife.
That's why I said they deserve it.
If that nigga, when he come to stab you, the rest of us are on his. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Like you sitting in line waiting your turn.
Right.
You watch this motherfucker stab 16 people before you, and you became number 17. I'm sorry. You let this motherfucker stab 17 people?
And then watch the knife come to you.
Right.
And then you 16 before you, and you saw him coming towards you. Listen,
You could have had him a shit.
it was in Japan.
I was gonna figure out a way. I might have died, but I was gonna figure out a way to tackle his ass, and you niggas better get on this ass.
It's Japan, so you know they think different. They're more docile people. But fuck you.
They know defense. They know all this stuff.
Fuck that. Listen, right, GG, jump his ass, because I would have jumped his ass.
Everybody jumping, you ain't gotta.
You jump, nigga. You even if we are jumping, you might stick two of us, but that's it. After we all jump your ass.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I got this cut right here on my hand. Right here, steel mark.
Fuck that. I see you, Zell. Or is that Manny Fresh? Oh, well, yeah, your name Menzel too. Damn. I guess that's Manny Fresh. I be forgetting his name Menzel too. Baby, you got issues. You're so superficial. You're so superficial, baby. You got issues. Don't know. If I see it running out somewhere, get the fuck out of here. Listen, no, I'm telling you, fuck that. If I see one guy stabbing one person with a knife and there's 15 other people in that room, we doing something about that shit.
Right.
I'm sorry. We doing something about at least the 15 people I'm with or no.
Yeah.
Gigi says, I don't know who worse, the 17 that let him do it or his retarded ass that failed to kill people 17 times.
That was good put together.
Yeah, she did. That's retarded is in capital letters. Yeah, she say again. I'm gonna read that again. She said, I don't know who worse, the 17 that let him do it or his retarded ass that failed to kill 17 times. If you stab 17 people, you retarded motherfucker, you can kill nobody.
He ain't the retarded.
No, the 16 motherfuckers is the retarded one. Again,
His progress wasn't slowed up.
you see how we come full circle on this motherfucker?
Maybe the 15.
Right.
First two,
They was
probably
victims.
thought that,
They was real victims. But the other 15 motherfuckers, yeah.
The first nigga got stabbed.
Dumbass.
And the second one, we're like, what is
You heard something?
No, Lewis, I was just getting around to that. I was bringing that up next. It's on my card. I just said we just had Detroit elections yesterday, and a lot of the people I voted for won, so I'm glad about that. But we now have 6 new council members and Coleman A. Young Jr.
Oh, he won.
Yeah, he's one of them.
He's one of them.
Wow.
He's one of the new
Coleman A.
citizens.
Young Jr. now sits on the city council.
I like him.
I like him too.
voted
I
for
actually
him.
like him too.
Yeah, I do too.
I like him.
And I think he's good looking. I'm sorry, that's just me. I was just like, he looked like a younger. He does. He looks like a younger. He's not a bad looking dude.
He looks like his daddy.
He looks like his daddy. He looks like a younger version of his daddy. Oh shit.
No, he look like a.
He like a cross between his dad and Aretha Franklin to me. I know that sounds weird, but that's just what I see.
He looks like
Baby, you got issues. Mrs. Major, what's up, baby? I see you. Mr. Gigi Savage, I see you. Listen, y'all, the show starts at fucking 8:00. Just putting that out there. But yeah, our city council member has 6 new members. Y'all know our city council hasn't changed in quite a while. Y'all do know that, right? I'm wondering, we've had like the same people there for. Listen, all these pros. No, they listen. They're being investigated. Damn near the whole council, and I'm glad we got it. We starting to clear their asses out. That's why I'm sorry. Fuck it. That's why Mr. Adams didn't get my vote. I'm just saying. I didn't want to put that out there. I put that out. I like what Mike been doing. I don't know about anybody else, but I like what Mike been doing.
nobody voted for Emil Erickson.
Oh, I didn't know he was running.
For District 4.
Oh,
Well, that's our district up in my neighborhood.
oh,
The black woman.
I don't
I
like
didn't.
him, man.
I didn't.
Janet.
I don't
Yeah,
like him when he was
Janet Johnson or something. Yeah.
Can I get more?
That's who won.
Oh,
I know I'm done, but-
he live on out of drive over there. He's still in 240
District, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I'm
but
surprised. I am very
he's
surprised.
still out of drive.
I'm so, no.
He shouldn't. Yeah, he shouldn't be driving. Oh, I found this shit out today. This shit blew my mind. This shit is really real for real right now. Starting November fucking 10th, there will be a gender neutral assignment on IDs and driver's
Oh, they
license.
already started that shit. People
Right. They
got it.
have.
People
already-
got it.
I just found that shit.
People got
Like
it
you
on
do
their
not
passports
you do
and
not
all that
have
shit.
to
Yeah.
you do not have to keep the gender you were born with anymore. It's
You don't.
you have the option.
Yeah.
Certain states, I don't know if it's here in Michigan. but
November
certain-
10th, Michigan.
Okay,
November
but some-
10th.
It's other states. They showed the first person who got one.
November
You
10th
ain't-
in Michigan.
Shit, they already
Listen.
out on their passports, all that. You ain't got to declare nothing.
No, you don't.
He said, I see your voice through the TV.
You know what's gonna happen? That motherfucker gonna be stuck in these fuck ass, foreign ass countries that ain't dealing with US because I don't know what you is.
I'm a
I don't know
U.S.
your-
citizen. A lot of countries got to deal with the U.S. We coming for your
Listen,
ass.
Listen what I'm trying to say.
Well, not
US
everybody, because that
US
girl
ain't
ain't
coming
mine.
for a motherfucker
That's true.
who
They
that
gonna get
country
them
say I
17
can't identify.
You say what?
Your ass
They
gonna
gonna
be
get
over
them
there.
17.
They want
You know
U.S.
what I'm saying,
citizens.
Troy?
They want
Your ass
U.S.
gonna be over
citizens.
there, US
Now my
You know
black
what I'm
ass. Now listen, you right. My black ass they ain't coming for. But if I was a
saying?
clear,
Ain't got nothing to do with your color.
no, it got to do with your color. Trust that.
There's gonna be a lot
Damn,
of
I ain't want a
motherfuckers-
hoe when I just said something. I'm gonna be drunk as fuck. I'm going to bed after this.
I'm just
Fuck,
telling you.
y'all see this?
Y'all open up a whole nother.
She gave me a
world
whole
for
nother
these other
motherfucking
motherfucking
drink.
third world countries. Y'all ass want to
Get
travel.
yours some.
We can switch.
Yeah, give me that one, and you take that one. I didn't want a whole goddamn drink.
You gotta think about that.
Joel, please don't be offended. That listen, I have many. When I say many, I mean many. I have many Caucasian friends, colleagues, counterparts, all of that. All of them get me. All of them know who I am. They know my genuality of who I am. I love that word. I think it fits fucking perfectly. And you're gonna have to excuse me because I'm gonna use it. No offense, please. But the clears, yeah. Joel says I say pink people. It's all good. You say pink people. I like clear. I just think clear is fucking
I like
perfect.
it clear too.
I'm getting one. I'm sure it has come in handy somehow. You getting one? What? Wait, what is she getting? Oh, the gender neutral fucking thing of your life. You're a fucking woman. Shut up. You bear 2 kids.
Because I ain't got time to be fucked with these countries.
But yeah, because you identify with your gender. I get it. Listen, I'm not saying it's bad. I don't think it's a bad thing. Look, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it makes things easier. I can never understand. I can never sit here and say that I understand what a transgender person is going through. I can't. So I can't knock them for their journey.
Right.
That's part of America's motherfucking problem. Everybody want to judge everybody else. Do you? Because I can't do you. I don't know. I cannot walk in your shoes. I cannot know what your struggle was. What I can do is either say yes or no. That's what I can do. I can have an opinion or my opinion about you. My opinion is about you. If you comfortable with who you are, then I have no choice. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about people as us as a whole. It's like you gotta. I don't know they struggle. That shit's gotta be hard. You can't tell me that if I was born a man and I feel that there's a woman inside of me, that's not a hard internal struggle to go through.
I'm not saying that, but the fact of the matter is,
Identified as a male,
that's fine.
and
I
you're
don't care about
transgender.
none of that.
Then you have the option now to identify
As a female, right? And I'm okay with that.
Don't stand in the middle.
Right, exactly. And most of them
That's
don't
what
stand in the
confusion
middle.
gonna come in, that when you get that passport,
This
they
allows
say,
them.
"Right,
This
right,
allows
right."
them not to have to stand in the middle anymore. That's why I'm okay with it. Because you could you imagine being born a man and you transition. Whenever you transition, your ID, your birth certificate, your ID, all that shit still says male. So anytime you present that picture to somebody, you got to explain your struggle to somebody else, to strangers, every single fucking time. That's got to be hard as fuck.
But I mean,
I'm not saying
That's got to be hard as fuck. And and to me, it's got to be brave as fuck.
is there stipulations on it though? If you are transgender identifying newly as a woman, do you have to have the full operation?
No, I know that because that's private. That's nobody's business. You're not fucking the person that's asking for your ID at the club. So he don't need to know if you got a dick or pussy or not. You're not. He don't. The person.
How you gonna be a transgender?
No.
when you don't have all
That
the,
you
still
no.
got the male part.
You don't know what part of their transition they're in. You don't know what part of their transition they're in. You just because you say you feel like a woman, don't mean you can instantly go get your dick cut off. That's a process. So what I'm saying is you can't say you can. It's still a process, nigga. It's still even if I identify, it's still a fucking process. Because I identify that way, I can just say, okay, I want to go get my dick cut off. Where's the system? Again, that's a whole nother subject because again, I can't walk in a transgender person's shoes. So I can't. What I'm saying about that subject is that I think it's a good thing. They should not have to go through that scrutiny and bullshit every day they come into everyday life. Being pulled over by the police, walking into a club. Let me see your ID. My ID says this, and I look like this. I shouldn't have to explain myself to fucking strangers.
The same thing when I'm doing security.
You know what I mean?
I used to
You can't live that way. They've been living that way.
What I'm saying to you is,
You can't.
you can't live your whole life as Robert, and then you want to call yourself Robin and expect these people to understand you as being Robin.
I'm not. What people though? What people are you talking about? What people?
Anybody.
No. There's a difference between people that knew you as
Let
Robert.
me finish. If a police officer pull you over and ask for your ID, and your you're identifying as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
your
have the
fingerprints
ability-
coming back as Robert.
And the
Mhm.
opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to switch over, and the only thing that's stopping you is a sex change operation, then you need to get that operation.
No, see, you can't say that. You don't listen, y'all.
Why would
Listen,
you-
wait, no. What I'm saying, what I'm saying to you, what I'm saying to y'all is this. Y'all again, y'all are equating everything down to what the fuck is. No, we're not. I'm talking to you specifically. What you're saying is you're equating everything down to what's between your legs. That does not matter to the officer that's asking for your fucking ID. The officer that says, "Can I see your driver's license and registration?" He don't need to know what the fuck, whether you got a dick or pussy. That's not his business. The only people that need to know that are your doctor and the person you intimate with. Everything else, whatever my ID say, you should conjoin with. And if my ID says the opposite, that's when we have that uncomfortable conversation. But now this allows me not to have that uncomfortable conversation.
Let me ask you something.
I'm listening. Joel, I'm about to get to you in a minute.
I'm saying if you just go to, just say the police officer thing, which I didn't really.
But that was a great example,
If
though.
you go there and you get pulled over and you sitting up here, you dressed like a full woman,
Mm-hmm.
but your name is Chris.
Okay.
They don't know who you are.
Okay. But your ID
Damn that.
tells
Damn
them
that.
what you are. Your
Damn
ID
that.
tells that ID. Now they have the option for that ID
Okay.
to tell the cop, the
Just
officer,
to be
who they are.
a fucked up
But you
person.
not.
You know how many people got fake IDs?
Hey, London,
That's true
Hey, wait.
too.
You know how many people got fake IDs?
That's true too. Again,
you a full
Again,
woman,
we're talking
If you get
107
pulled over
different
and you hand this
scenarios
man
and
ID that
situations.
says Larry,
Because they all fit.
what are you doing?
They all fit. You know how many people got
What are
fake
you doing?
IDs?
What do you say? What you say?
I say, London, you're a full woman. But if you hand this motherfucking police officer an ID that says Larry, what are you doing?
But that's what this is going to alleviate. This is gonna change all of that.
That's if
So
they
you're
go
gonna
through with it.
no, they already done. They
What
already
I'm
through
saying
with
You
it.
know, in certain states, not all.
Okay, but I'm just saying
What
they're
I'm
already
saying
through
is,
with it.
If they add the stipulation that you have to have that full sex change in order to be able to do
But
this,
I think that's retarded.
why?
That's retarded.
Okay, London.
Some people can't
If you
afford
get
a
pulled
sex
over by the
change.
police
So you
and
telling me
hand
because
them
I
an
can't
ID that says
afford,
Larry, what are you doing?
but her ID won't say Larry because by then she can change her name. If you can change your fucking name, that ain't shit. What you're saying is
I said,
smooth. What you're saying is crazy. What you're saying is fucking crazy. Hold on. I want to read his comment. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you
No,
are.
I'm not.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not.
Yes,
I
you
said
are.
do it the right way.
Joe, who are you to say what's the right way? That's being judgmental. Thank you. You're being very
My
judgmental.
name Tone.
You're
You gotta
But if I
Tone
had
is
an
being
ID,
very
if I had a nigga
judgmental.
ID that
You
says
gotta
Tanya and I
understand.
look like
Guess
this,
what?
he gonna be like,
Well, that's different though because
nigga,
if
that
you
might not even be you.
But you can change your mind later.
But no, what I'm saying is that might not even be you.
Joel says it is a process to transition.
It is.
I hope at some point there comes about a tangible test or something for trans people. I think that a lot that really substantiates his typing. He drunk because his typing is off. Many of them right now. The ideal of trans is subjective in the mind of the trans person. Say that again. Oh, I'm gonna read that again. He says I think that the souls really substantiate many of them right now. The idea of trans is subjective in the mind of a trans person. Regardless of what you see, they may feel totally different. So it's not for you. So it's not for you. So it's not for you to cop to judge that stuff. I'm not talking. No. I'm just saying that is what you're saying. Okay, well then you need to reword. You need to reword your words.
I need you need to listen to me.
Right. Oh, wait, let me finish what he says. He says, people forget more than genitals make up gender. There are some studies that suggest brain connections differ between gay men, some trans men, and some cisgender hetero men, meaning straight men. And I can believe that. I can believe that.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, at the same time, you don't want to hassle. Do it the right way.
You're constituting what you consider the right way. You're saying what you consider the right way. No, I understand
I
you.
would not give a police officer a picture of a white man and saying I'm him.
You're making it too broad now. You're making it too
I'm not
broad.
making it
Yes,
broad.
you are.
Saying.
No, it's not
It's
the same.
I'm just
Because
saying.
you can't change race or identities. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a sexual identity.
Okay.
And not even. Well, let me
Okay,
rephrase
wait,
that.
wait,
I'm
wait.
sorry,
So
Lloyd.
what
Stop.
about somebody
We're not
that
talking
is
about a
biracial?
sexual
What if
identity.
somebody
Wait, let me stop. You got to hear me first. We're not talking about a sexual identity. We're talking about a gender identity. There are two different things. Because listen, I want y'all to listen. I can be a straight man who identifies as a woman, right? There's a woman trapped inside of me. Yet and still, I can still be attracted to women. It doesn't mean I'm gay. It doesn't mean anything. So I'm a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? So gender and sexuality are two different things. And I ain't gonna say we. I have to say I'm gonna say us as a society with cisgender or straight men. They have a problem wrapping their brains around being different. There's something that's different than you. Period. End of story.
So
You do.
what about
No,
the
you
person?
do.
What about the person?
You do.
Wait. What about the
I got
person
a problem with
that's
deception.
biracial?
But it's
I
not
got a problem
deceptive.
with.
Who am I deceiving?
Okay,
If that, I'm not deceiving that officer.
I'm asking
Your argument is that if I'm gonna be transgender, I need to cut my dick off and be a woman to make it a pussy. That's what you're saying. Wait, listen. You're right. I'm not arguing that. But you're arguing. Because you're missing. There's a process that you think everybody should go through instantaneous. A sex change operation costs $30,000 to $40,000. Maybe more. That person. So because I can't afford it doesn't mean I'm not genuine in my transition. So if that cop pulled me over before I can afford that operation, does that make me any less valid? That's what I'm asking you. That is what you're saying.
I'm saying,
Okay,
that's what
that
you're
if you
saying.
have the opportunity. I'm saying that you should not hand him a picture with you with
That's not-
wig and lipstick and all this on and your name Larry.
Why
That's all
not?
I'm saying.
I know
If
some
you have
girls
the
got boy
opportunity to
names.
change it. If you had the opportunity to change
Joel says, remember, transition takes 8 years or so of psychic testing and evaluation. First, a lot of people that transition do have to go through a long process of transition.
No, I'm not saying what I'm saying to you is if
Point
you
I was saying
identify
to
as a
What's
woman,
your point?
you have
What I was
the
talking
opportunity
about.
I'm
to
listening.
What
change
if you
your name
biracial
without all of that,
Okay.
then do
and
it.
you're
You know
black,
what I mean?
white,
Don't
whatever,
sit there with a dress
Okay.
on
and your
and
ID
all of
say
this in his
whatever.
car, and then
your
you hand
race
him a
supposed to be.
picture with you
But
with
you
a
look,
run
your
DMC
biracial.
tracksuit on.
That's different. Those
Okay,
are
no.
two different. You can't
No, it's
equate
not
race
That's all
to
I'm
gender.
saying.
You a biracial person.
Your ID
and
is
you
going to
wanna-
reflect your race.
You're trying to
Your-
transition.
You
to
can't
another motherfucker.
transition race. You cannot
I didn't say
transition.
that.
So
Okay,
yes, you
listen,
did.
You got
can't-
biracial people that's black that might look white.
Okay.
You got biracial.
But
Chinese
their
Chinese
they
people might
ethnicity
look whatever.
their
But
ethnicity
you're
says
trying
something.
To transition to
You
another
can't
sexual-
transition ethnicity,
No,
Eric.
you're trying to. I ain't say trans. I said you're trying to transition to male female, but your motherfucking ID might say you're black, but your ass is mixed with something. What about that
That's
shit?
not the same
It
shit.
is the
You're not
same.
making any sense.
What about your
You
ID?
sound retarded.
That ain't making sense.
No, you sound retarded.
You're biracial.
Okay.
Your motherfucking ID.
Okay,
might say
stop.
motherfucking, black.
We're gonna go
You
step
might
with you.
have to check mark black,
Okay.
whatever the fuck, white, or whatever the fuck, China, Hispanic. But you biracial,
Right?
and you might be Hispanic, and you look white.
What that's got to do with anything?
And what the fuck if a motherfucker walk up to your ass and say you look white?
But yo,
you're
we're talking
Hispanic?
about IDs. We're talking about IDs. Your
But
ID
you're
said your ID.
transitioning, But you're a Hispanic
can't-
person that look black.
That's not a
Whatever the fuck.
transition, Eric. That's a
No,
miscommunication.
and
That's not a
no,
transition,
no,
bro.
no.
You can't
And then
transition,
you
right?
go through the surgery.
You sound retarded. You can't
What the
go
fuck
through a
is you not
surgery.
listening to me?
No, you
You
trying to
transition.
equate race with sexuality, with gender assignment, and
No,
it's not the
because you
same.
Talk about
Let me
this
ask you this.
motherfuckers that's straight
Let me
black.
I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry, y'all. I do have a bad habit of arguing with my chit chat chill out ones. 'Cause these guys are fucking hilarious. These guys are fucking hilarious. I understand exactly what you're saying. You cannot even put anything racial in that kind
Race
in
is
that.
gonna be on the motherfucking ID.
Okay, but listen, you're not listening. We're talking
Why?
about
You're not listening to
you
what I'm
can't.
trying to
We're
make
talking
you
about
know.
changing genders. You can't change races. You can't. Period. You cannot. You can pretend, but you cannot change your race. You can, however,
I didn't say
change your
you can't,
gender.
if
But
you're
then, so
biracial,
your
you got a white parent or black parent.
but your ID gonna say black or white. One of those two.
Okay,
Your ID is gonna say
Okay.
black or white.
black or white, but your ass say black, but your ass look white.
But your ID says black, so you're black. What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
If you look white and you're
So
transition,
you're not transit from what? You just look white.
I'm
You
talking
still
about a
black,
person-
nigga.
A person that's transgender and they I fuck with you, fuck it.
Yeah, you stop. You stop. You
Okay,
stop.
fuck, no.
Because you sounding
we'll talk
retarded.
about when this shit is
You
off.
sounding
This
retarded.
don't make sense.
Listen.
Like, laugh all the fuck you want.
Listen, I know I'm laughing, nigga, because you sound
No,
retarded.
the fuck I don't. Because
If your ID or driver's license,
Yes.
your driver's license says Larry, right?
Again, wait.
No,
Before
You
you go to this
don't
argument,
do that, man.
no, I have to do that. I have to do it for one reason.
I'm asking you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
If your driver's license says Larry,
Mhm.
but when you
I'm
get pulled over,
everywhere
Mhm.
with it.
you look like
I look like Lola.
The
Yes.
point, what you're
Okay.
saying, you're talking about
are the
your white.
would the police
this,
be wrong
black.
if you handed him that
You're
Larry
white.
ID and he took you to jail for
Your ID was-
No, he would not be.
That's
No.
all I'm asking.
But listen, y'all got so far from the tangent, y'all were missing the
That's
point.
what I'm saying.
The whole point that we were talking about is that they don't have to do that anymore. You now have the option for your gender on your license to reflect how you look. That was the whole point of this
That's what I'm
conversation.
saying.
So if I'm Larry, but I look like Linda and my ID says female, what's the problem?
The problem is you look like Larry.
No, you just said I look like Linda.
But if your ID says Larry,
Okay,
and you
but,
look like Linda.
okay, why can't? So there's a girl named Larry. What the fuck?
Oh man, come on, man. You know what I mean.
No, I know, I do know what you mean, but you're not.
But if you take
You're
your
trying
ass
not to
to
hear
jail,
me.
If you take your ass to jail for giving him a fake ID,
I'm not giving him a fake ID though. I'm not saying do that. Police, they got equipment to run in their motherfucking car. If I'm transgender and I've changed my shit legally and that my license says what I am, then that's what the fuck I am. Yeah, I've been telling you that since we started the argument. I've been telling you that since we started it.
You gotta go through it. You gotta go through it and switch everything.
No, you don't. Because what's between my legs ain't none of your business.
I'm not talking about that.
Yes, you are. If that officer pulls over Larry and my sex says female and I'm dressed as a female, even though my name says Larry, let me finish. Now I just let you finish. No, you didn't. You said Larry looked like Linda. That's a difference.
That's dressed as a female.
Yeah,
Man
right.
dressed as a female.
Listen, so again, let me finish. If you pull me over, Larry, dressed as Linda, look like Linda, and my ID says female, then Larry is a female. I don't gotta open my motherfucking skirt to show you that I'm a female. That's what I'm saying. And that's what this does.
I ain't saying that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I have forgot about y'all. I'm sorry. I tend to do that. The show has run over a little bit. Joel says you have biracial people who are biracial. If they are black, then they are not biracial. Exactly. Because most of the time, as much as you want to check the biracial black box, if there's 1% of black in your ass, you black. And you can't change that. Period. Regardless of how you look. Because your cousins like they my cousins. I got several biracial cousins who are way half a yellow. No, what option of what?
You check the other box.
Yes, that's true.
They got
That is
the
true.
option.
That is true. But that's not the same as transitioning.
No. The point I was trying to make is a person that's biracial.
Mhm.
They could be Chinese, black, mixed, however.
Whatever, right?
Whatever they put on.
Biracial
the ID.
means more than one race. I
Okay.
get you.
Right. And they going to a transitional stage.
What kind of transitional stage though?
The
But
man
racially.
and woman,
Okay,
woman, or
okay,
whatever the fuck.
Okay.
And their ID say that they Chinese,
Okay.
because they might look black, but they decided to mark.
Okay, I get where you're
Okay,
trying to go. I
was
get it.
doing-
I
was
get it.
doing
I get where
something
you're trying to go.
different, bro.
But that's not even whether I'm male or female is not going to change my racial identity.
It's
Because most of the time,
it's gonna make the police or whoever look at you different.
no,
Because
that
if your
sounds
ID
retarded.
say-
If my ID says I'm black, even though I look white. If my ID says I'm black, even though I look white, you talking about the only thing that's changing on the ID is the sexual thing, whether you're male or female. That's what's changing. That's what we're talking about. That's what the whole conversation's been about. that's not relevant to the conversation.
Because I made it relevant.
Yeah, he is funny as hell, Joe.
So,
Like he said, he forgets you can check whatever race box you want, and you can, regardless of how you look or how you feel. You can check whatever race box you want.
You just gotta be.
Hold on, Tish, who is a biracial child, my father black, mom's white, both always told me to check how I feel, and she said she's always felt black. So next week, so when she go renew her ID, because she just had her birthday, today's her birthday, as a matter of fact, she can renew her ID and check the white box, and what's gonna change?
Shit, how she identified in the computer system.
In the system, but nothing's gonna change for her. Nothing's gonna change for her.
A credit score won't get higher. What you talking about? Shit. That shit
On the
change.
serious note, this is gonna change a lot when it comes to jail.
That shit is in the system.
That's all I was saying.
Bullshit.
Never change it back.
Gigi just made a valid point. She said, on a serious note, this is gonna change a lot when it comes to jail. And this goes back to your point about gender reassignment. Because now see that's how this shit comes full circle. She makes perfect sense, and now what you say makes sense. But again, my only qualm with you is that gender gender reassignment surgery is some expensive shit. It's just not no run of the mill shit that you can go get. We talking about some total life changing shit. Caitlyn Jenner has been transitioned for the last 8-9 years, and he still hasn't had gender reassignment surgery. So I'm just saying.
But
You ain't serious.
Listen, what I'm saying is you're gonna have some
cut their
people
dick off.
that's gonna still
They
use
serious.
that
You
man's
feel what I'm
name
saying?
Hold on.
and try
Caitlyn
to.
Jenner
Lewis says gender is a social construct. Science says there's so much between XX and XY, not to mention what's on the other side of both. Like, because between the XY, the XX and the XY chromosomes, there's like a minuscule that separates it. Do you know what I'm saying? So what Lewis is saying is that all of us are 1 point away from being opposite, either or. Our dicks, the clits turn into dicks. Real talk. That's what happens. Physically. So because you have a physical change does not mean you necessarily have a mental change. Some people. Oh, and then this also goes back to what about the people that are born intersex? That's a whole nother subgenre we don't talk about. There's some people that are born intersex, and the doctor says, "Well, I think you should make it a boy." Then you make it a boy, and all the while inside it's a girl. Intersex. I just said that. You call it something else. I still say intersex. No, they're called intersex.
Okay, that's now.
Yeah, but they're called intersex.
Okay.
There are intersex people that
I ain't
exist.
heard the new term.
Yeah, it's called intersex.
Shit. They got both.
Those are intersex people. And then as a parent, you have to make a decision for your intersex child. And you might say, well, I wanted a girl, so I'm going to make it a girl. So now my intersex child is a girl, but inside, hormonally, eternally, it's a boy.
But they got both.
No, believe me, you have to make a decision. As a parent, you have to make a decision. You can't let your child grow up as both. You have to make a decision. No, that's what I'm saying. So you this is arguing the whole transgender thing. Like, we don't know what that situation was. That might have been an intersex child where the parent said, I want a boy, so it's a boy. And the whole time on the inside, it was a girl, but they were intersex. The parents had to make a choice. And I'm not saying all transgender cases are the same. That's just an instance.
That's not a problem for me.
This is the first time I ever heard this
My
intersex
problem.
shit. Because I thought it was a motherfucker.
I'm sorry. Hey, Lewis, Joel Milner calls bullshit. He says bullshit, Lewis. Said bullshit. He's calling bullshit. And Jate says all women grow beards when they old. On a lighter note, thank you, Jate. But it's true. All women grow beards when they old. And all men get titties.
When you get a chance,
All men get titties. They
That
sad.
don't come out.
If you get a chance to be a
But you still get a titty.
Oh no, I ain't gonna
you
give
should
you
do
if I
whatever
work
it takes
out.
to be a transgender.
If when I get up and go, we got up.
You got people out here.
I agree, but
But I'm saying you got people out here who won't be a transgender on paper and then come outside and live
okay,
their
wait.
life.
I need Joel says real talk. The default in embryology is female. The Y chromosome makes things become male. For many years, for intersex children were made female because the surgery was easier that way. That was before genetic testing. Wow. That's a fuck, Joel. Who the fuck are you? Right. He just listen. No, he said listen. No, he just said it. He said real talk. The default in embryology is female. The Y chromosome makes things become male. For many years, for intersex children were made female because the surgery was easier that way. That was way before genetic testing. And now we have genetic testing. Listen. This topic can go on and on. All I was trying to bring up was that the ID with the IDs in Michigan starting November 10th, you got your well, we went off on a whole nother tangent, but that's cocktails and combo. That's how we do.
Only thing I'm saying is, if you got an opportunity to put turn the
Oh, wait, one more thing before I forget, because the show is 18 minutes over. Way over. But Colin Kaepernick has a fucking documentary right now on Netflix called Colin Kaepernick Black or White. He's been getting a... Say that again?
It's called
Colin Black and White, who, by the way, is a biracial man and who is adopted. So he don't even know his real... He's biracial and he fucking adopted. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. A lot of people, the documentary has been causing a lot of controversy because he likened the NFL scouting process. What do you call it? What do you call it? Before you be Columbine, the NFL Columbine, he's likened and akin to slavery.
Yep.
And honestly, he a likened and akin, which means he's saying they're the same. He's identifying what the Columbine as the slavery. Because it is. Oh, God, it is. It's so much. Listen, it makes so much motherfucking sense. The shit captivated me. Just the little 20-minute thing that I watched. I was like, oh, my God. And listen, don't get me wrong. That's how they did the slaves. I need you to come up here. Come up here. I need to examine your arm length. I need to feel your nuts. I need to see how big your strong. Yo, listen, it's the same shit. It's the same shit. We can try to deny it as much as we want, and don't get me wrong, because the NFL is getting the players. I don't know, but the players. Don't get me wrong, the players are being compensated. I don't say justly, because $29 million sounds like a lot of money to us because we comment everyday working folks. But for what that franchise is gonna make off of you, that $29 million ain't shit. For real. So I have to agree with Colin 100%. And I want to bring this up particularly because Jack Brewer, who has played for several teams, I saw him, but I didn't give a fuck because first of all, Jack Brewer is a black man. He's played for several NBA teams. He's an analyst on ESPN, one of the motherfucking sports channels. But he said what Colin's comments and documentary did was former. I don't think he played anymore. Yeah, he's former. Yeah, he played for a couple of teams.
Minnesota, New York.
Yeah, a couple teams. But anyway, this motherfucker said that Colin Kaepernick documentary was the largest threat to black men in the USA. This is what he said. A black man who, by the way, was a Trump supporter and a fucking Republican. So he said that fucking documentary was the biggest threat to black men. I'm going to say that again. The biggest threat to black men in the USA. And he also said that because that documentary was going to go out and the men that were going to see it were mostly black men that were raised with no fathers and are socially lacking in mathematics and reading is what this black man, Jack Brewer, said. What?
Say it again. Say it again.
No.
He said that this documentary was the largest threat to black men in the U.S. of A. first. And then he said that most of the underdeserving people that would see this would be black men that were raised in homes with no fathers and are probably lacking in mathematic and reading skills. So what?
What the fuck? Because somebody is deciding to tell somebody it's undeserving.
No. That's not the problem here. That's not the problem here. The problem here for me, again, is that this is a black man saying that first of all, that Colin speaking truth is the biggest threat to black men in America is a fucking piece of shit in itself. What is his name? Jack Brewer first. Secondly, for him to say that most of the people that would see this would be underprivileged black children who had no fathers and are predominantly lacking in mathematical and reading skills bothers me.
Okay. He might be right about.
No, he's not right about any of it.
He's
He's not right about any of it. No, he's not right about any of it.
Let me say what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
He might be right about the people gonna see it underprivileged and uneducated, but they need to know it.
Only way they won't see it is if they feel like,
you know what I mean. He might be
this
right
might
about
deter.
it because
I agree with you, Joel. That black man is deflecting. He's deflecting hard. And what's so fucked up about it is that deflection reflex. That deflection that he's knocking off with them Wonder Woman bullets, boom, that shit comes back to us as people, us. Fuck you, Jack Brewer. I said it. I said it live on air. Fuck you, Jack Brewer.
Fuck him. But in fact, what he said is the message is getting to underprivileged people that need to hear
and they need to hear it. They need to hear it. But the fact that he
brought more attention to it by saying that shit, so people gonna pay attention to
the shit that pissed me off about what he said was that his disagreement with Colin is that all of these athletes make X amount of dollars, and they do. They make millions of dollars. They do all of that. But like I just said earlier, the fact that franchise makes, if you pay me $29 million per season, and I got 5 seasons, do the math, right? If you pay me $29 million, I'm probably generating you $5 billion a year. Real talk. And my jersey sales, my appearances, my whatever.
So your likeness.
My likeness. So you own me.
Well,
depending on how your attorney,
you're right. It's not exclusive. You're right.
Hey, you depend on how the hell they.
I know it's not refill time. The show is over. I gotta end this shit at some time.
If it's non-exclusive, except for the actual playing of football or basketball or whatever. If it's non-exclusive,
depending on how your agent got your contract.
Can it really be a detriment?
It's never a detriment to the athlete that's making $26 million.
No, I mean, can it be a detriment to up and coming athletes who might look at this and feel that way going in?
No.
Why not?
No, because you know why you're going in.
No.
You already know. Again, you have a choice. Now, you might be your only. I get it. I get what you're saying, because you might be your family's only prospect. You done made it through college. The NFL is looking at you.
But now here you go with this attitude.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, fuck that attitude. Go to the Columbine. Let them poke prod you, because what that $29 million gonna do for you is put your family on a better plantation than the one we grew up on. I agree with that.
What they call that?
Where the employee made more than the employer.
The NFL test,
The Columbine.
No, it's a test they give your
Oh,
ass. To play.
Listen, I'm listening.
What they call it?
I have to thank all of my people for hanging out with us. This show went on a little longer than I wanted to.
They call it the test. No, they call it, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? They give you a test. And they try to test your intelligence.
I'm sorry, Lou. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean?
I misspoke. I mistook. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I've been drinking, but
We all it's Cocktails and Combo. You gotta drink. We all fucking been drinking.
it's a test.
Thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for joining in, tuning in. My Instagram people, my YouTube people, my Facebook people. The show went longer than I expected, but that's okay. Join us next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. And you're probably right. I will have me another drink. Can I end? I just need you to be quiet. You gotta be. I be trying to give you cues, and that motherfucker do not be paying attention. I'm like, bro, you can talk. I get it, but let me end this shit, and then you can talk all you want. Anyway. It's all wrong. Listen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode of Cocktails and Combo. Don't forget to like this episode, share this episode with your friends, and if you're really down, you should be joining my YouTube crew at Cocktails and Combo at YouTube. Y'all really should be there. Thank you, Joel. I appreciate your input, bro. Joel and I just met like real talk the other night, and the dude said he's gonna watch and tuned in, and he did, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I loved it, Joel. You was good, bro.
Yeah, we met the other night and we just kicked it. I told him about the show. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna tune in," and he did. So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share this shit. And again, if you really want to be a part of the CNC crew, you need to go to YouTube and subscribe to the page Cocktails and Combo. Good night. And this shit was I need to turn this up. And this shit was fun as always. And we're gonna end it on another hometown boy, Dwele. Boom. Who used to be my neighbor, by the way, but that's another story. I'll tell about it next week.
What happened to him?
He's still around. Yeah, I didn't. Right.